So I tried bulking for one winter, and this is how it completely changed everything for me. Going back 2 years, that's when I first did my first ever bulk. Because my entire life, I used to be skinny. I used to be underweight. I used to be picked on by people at my workplace, by people in my friend circle for just being so skinny, not taking up any space, and just being there, but no one really cared about what I had to say. No one really respected what I had to say because I was not able to enforce my opinions. No one really gave a shit because if they didn't listen to me, if they didn't care about what I said, if they didn't respect me, they knew it would have zero repercussions. Okay, so let me explain right now why I even started the bulk. Because everyone on social media told me I need to bulk. Oh, Sam Sulek said this fucking famous quote: if you're sub 200 pounds, I am demanding a bulk out of you. So I was like, okay, I don't even weigh fucking 55 kilos. So let me go and hit a bulk. And so I fucking did. 3 months straight, I was on a bulk, one winter long. And in that winter, I gained 15 kilos. I went all the way up to 72 kilos. I don't know what that is in pounds. Anyone of you guys can calculate that. But I gained somewhere around 15 kilos of muscle. That's at least what I thought I did. I gained 15 kilos, yes, but I didn't gain 15 kilos of muscle. And that's how it completely changed everything for me. Okay, let me explain you right now where I had this epiphany. I had this moment of realization after those 3 months of me fucking dirty bulking, just stuffing my face with literally anything I came across. It was fast food, it was mass shakes, it was liquid calories, it was horrible fucking food, it was chocolate, it was sweets, it was everything I came across. I was constantly eating. And the way I was eating is, me personally, I did not have the appetite to just be eating enough calories. That's why all my life I was stuck being skinny. Not because, oh, I didn't know what to eat. Of course I knew, okay, just eat stuff that has more calories. Sure, I can search that up in ChatGPT. Wasn't that simple for me, okay? Why was it not? Because I didn't have the appetite. I literally couldn't get the food down. That was my issue. And that's the issue with a lot of the people that now are my clients. They just don't have the appetite. That's a common issue, probably for you as well as a skinny guy. That's what we face. Okay? But you can find a workaround. And that is through consuming liquid calories. And so that's what I did. I started making myself mass shakes. I have a full video on this topic. It's somewhere on my channel, like the bulking secret I used to gain like 15 kilos or something like that. That's the video title. You can look it up if you want to know what's in those mass shakes. But essentially, what I did, I was drinking those mass shakes pretty much daily, or even every second day at least. I was drinking them down, and through that, I was consuming about 1,500 calories already just from drinking that shake. And that, that's, yeah, sure, it has a lot of calories and it's going to fill you up a little bit, but that's nothing that keeps you filled because it's liquid. For some reason, liquid calories work differently than when you actually have to chew them and properly digest them. That's what actually fills you up. But with liquid calories, they go down so easily that even if you're full, you can still drink. You've noticed that with alcohol previously, like you've not been thirsty, but you were still able to drink. That's the same with liquid calories. You can just make yourself a mass shake, make that have fucking somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 calories, or 2,000 calories even, easily, and just drink that down and still be hungry within the next 2 hours again, and then eat the rest of your 1,000 calories that you need to be in the surplus, So my goal was like 3,200 to 3,500 calories every single day. Hit that and I will gain weight. Certainly did. I certainly fucking did. I was above that a lot of the times due to the mass shakes that I was drinking. It worked super well. And I was like, yes, every day, this is the greatest thing ever. I love this. I was stepping on a scale and I kept seeing the scale go up, and I was like, yo, I'm finally doing it. Like, I'm about to become big. I'm about to get some arms finally. Like, I'm gonna see some bicep development. That's huge. Turns out my arms never really grew from doing that. You know what grew though? My stomach. Before that, previously, I used to be, you know, skinny. So I had these skinny abs. But now, with these extra 15 kilos on my frame, because they didn't go to my arms how I wanted it, you know what? Where they went? They went straight to my fucking stomach. And so I got skinny fat. You know, my arms were still skinny. My legs were still skinny. My neck was still skinny. But my belly wasn't. So I didn't even have my skinny abs anymore. I was just fucking skinny fat at that point. And so that is when I realized, after these 3 months of me finally being up to 70, 72 kilos, I was like, yo, am I doing something wrong here? Like, I've been training hard in that time. Like, genuinely hard. I've been training 6 days a week at that point. Which now, again, I would never do anymore. Like, it's fucking stupid. I just made a full video on that, explaining why 3 days a week is way better than 6 days a week, because it's too much fatigue. You can't recover from that. But anyways, I'm getting a phone call right now. Let me just neglect that real quick. I would never do a dirty bulk again, and even a bulk in general, for the simple reason that you think when you are in surplus calories, you're going to gain muscle. Which, yeah, it's true. If you keep training, you're going to gain muscle. But another thing you're going to gain is fat. Everyone knows that, okay? That's nothing new. But the fallacy that most influencers try to project on you, because they literally don't know any better. They're not that deeply involved in the science. They just heard something from some guy fucking 10 years ago that they just ran with because they thought that's the science, but it's not, okay? We know so much more nowadays, and if you actually are informed in how muscle building works, then you understand this, which I'm about to tell you right now. There are two things you can build. You can build up muscle and you can build up fat. Both are different and both will never be the same, okay? Now, people think if they dirty bulk, just like Sam Sulek says it, just bulk, bro, bulk. That's how you get muscle. They think that they will build muscle quicker and also build fat, but that fat is not a problem because they'll just convert that fat into muscle. That's the issue. That is the fallacy. You cannot convert fat into muscle. Unfortunately, I thought that's the way as well. Everyone around me thinks that. The people I coach still think that to this day, till I fucking wake them up to the reality. No, unfortunately, stay with me now. You can never, ever make fat become muscle. Just as much as muscle can never become fat. The thing is, you can gain fat and you can lose fat. And you can gain muscle and you can lose muscle. But you cannot make one become the other. So if we understand that now, you right now, you can imagine, is it a reasonable thing to do to go on a bulk where you just end up building a shit ton of fat? Now you still might think, yes, maybe that's true. Maybe I gain a shit ton of fat, but then I just lose that fat again and I have this extra muscle that I've built underneath it, and then I'll look good. Because everyone does that. They bulk and then they cut. They bulk and then they cut. It's this endless cycle where they're never really satisfied with their body. Well, let me expose that myth as well. You do not gain muscle quicker if you're in surplus calories. People think so because they tend to have more energy. Do you really have more energy though? Or do you just have more energy compared to being fucking dick skin shredded? To being 1%, like not 1%, single digit body fat? Yeah, that's when you actually start to have energy crashes. But if you're sitting at somewhere like 10% body fat, which I'm doing literally year around, that's how you have high energy and have optimal muscle building year round. Because the thing is, you build muscle at the exact same speed if you're in maintenance calories, aka just eating enough to where you're keeping your weight, than you do in surplus calories, aka eating so much food that you are forced to gain weight. Okay, so if we understand that now, we understand that there is no reason to ever be on a bulk, except for this one reason. If you're in an unhealthy body fat percentage, you're so underweight, just like I used to be, where it's literally unhealthy to be this thin, to be this skinny. That is the point where you need to start eating more and bulking up, literally, to get yourself into a healthy body fat percentage. That's when I recommend that. If that's not the case for you, you are already in a healthy body fat percentage, then don't bulk. You will look so much better if you're lean year round and just build the muscle to your lean frame, because you can see the muscle way quicker than if there's a lot of fat on top of it and hiding all your muscles. Also, girls, they don't like a man that's fucking bulked up. It's not attractive, it's not sexy, it doesn't look cool. Yeah, you have a wider frame, but if that wide frame is made out of fucking fat, I'd rather be the shredded guy that's still a bit skinny because he's just started out in the gym. I'd rather be that. And girls also think like that, okay? Let me tell you firsthand. When I used to be very skinny, it was hard, okay? It was tough pulling the girls. It happened every now and then. Found myself a nice bird. But now, where I'm just lean year round, bro, it doesn't matter if it's summer or winter time. I'm always shredded. If I post a story on my Instagram of me with a six pack, best believe the birds are in my DMs. You could be that way as well. But all you need to do is to accept what I've just told you. Take this information. Tell all your friends about it. If you don't know how to, recite my words correctly and you don't want to spill some misinformation to your friends, then send them this video right now. Everyone that's skinny needs to hear this message, because that's how you get out of this skinny category and get into the athletic, muscular, lean, shredded category. That's where we want to be. That's how you optimize yourself for healthy body, healthy mind, pulling girls. That's the best space in the world to be in. That's how you get respect from other guys, because you're not fat, you're not bloated, you don't have fucking brain fog, so you can focus on your business, you can focus on your job, whatever it might be. You can actually get shit done. And he actually looks like someone who's worthy of respect. And therefore, you will fucking command respect, and therefore you will get respect. Which, on the other hand, is impossible if you're skinny, or if you're fat, or if you're fucking skinny fat. Which literally happens when you dirty bulk, or go on any bulk in general. Okay? People also say, oh, lean bulk, lean bulk, lean bulk. Yeah, well, yeah, kinda, but only if you're underweight. There's no reason to ever be in fucking surplus calories if you aren't in fucking a unhealthy body fat percentage. There's no reason to, because you're not gonna gain muscle quicker. People say, oh, I want to widen my frame, so I want to get to fucking 75 kilos. I'm sorry to say, but muscle building is a slow process. There is no get rich quick scheme. Yes, if you go to the gym the first year, literally, you'll have newbie gains. If you go to the gym in 3 months, you'll see your first abs. Bro, you will look completely different. But still, to completely widen your frame, to become 15 kilos of muscle on your frame, that's something that takes years to build. My physique I've been signed up to the gym for literally 3 years now. And I've literally optimized my life to the gym. I look really good, okay? But I work my ass off to be here. And that's showing you the authentic side of how it looks as a natural to build muscle. Okay, and understanding that there's no reason to be bulking, because all that's going to do, if you want to get to more muscle, then if we bulk, we're going to gain more fat, not more muscle. More muscle will come, yes, but that only comes with us staying in the gym and fucking staying there for another half a year if we want to gain another fucking 2, 3, 4 kilos of muscle. That's how it works. I'm sorry. I can't make it quicker for you. If you want that quick get rich quick scheme, go fucking buy steroids, bro. Listen to your favorite influencer. Fucking buy steroids and go 6 days a week. That's how you make the shortcut. If not, then you gotta accept this is the reality that we're living in. This is what the science says, and this is how muscle is built, and this is how you get in shape. If you want girls to find you attractive, if you want other guys to respect you, then you want to be lean and you want to be muscular. Simple as that. So for that, be in maintenance calories year round, be at 10% body fat year round, build that muscle up, look good, feel good, have no brain fog because you're not eating some fucking junk food, and fucking thrive in all areas of your life. If you're someone who wants to work one-to-one with someone who will not bullshit you, who will take you by your hand and force you to get in shape, that's what I do. You know, my clients have great results with me. My clients are also just like you, skinny guys who struggle to gain that weight, who struggle to build that muscle. Now with me, they don't do that anymore because I literally tell them exactly what they need to do. And we have one-to-one checkup calls every single week where I tell them exactly, specified to your needs, what you need to do. And I will literally kick you in your ass if you're not doing what you need to do. That's what I'm here for. So if you're interested in that, check out the first link down in the video description. It leads you to a Calendly where you can book a free one-to-one consultation call with me to sign up for the Limitless Blueprint, my very own fitness coaching program. If you're interested in that, check it out. If not, that's all good. You can click this video right here to see more of my content, to learn more about fitness and actually get into the best shape of your life. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to subscribe. I love you, and I see you in the next one.